Good morning. This is Sonia here from Sam and Sonia's Garden. Forgive the hairdo. It is what it is. Today's shampoo day, and I've got to make this work with my schedule. So here we are. All right. Sam and I decided that it's probably best to just knock the bugs and worms off of these Callaloo plants and into some soapy water. Now, I don't have soapy water right now. I have some just plain water, so you can see what I've gotten off of about 5 plants so far. Now, if you don't use soapy water, you have to continue to kind of shake the water around every few seconds, because the soap is kind of what keeps them from climbing out of the container and bouncing back out. But I want you to see how many I catch. So what I've gotten so far is bugs from about 5 Callaloo plants. Most of these are these, I guess, I don't even know what kind of beetles they are. Maybe I'll figure it out one day. But they're the black beetles with the little yellow or green stripes, and they try to climb back out. So you just have to kind of swirl them back in as I'm getting ready to relocate them. So again, I just swirl them back in and they fall back into the bucket. Eventually they give up and realize that this is where they're gonna be, in this bucket, okay? So I'm gonna show you how I just knock them into the bucket. It would be a lot easier if I had soap in this bucket. I've got soap in that black container down there on my wagon. So I'm gonna dump these in there after I show you what I gather. So here goes. This is me knocking them into the pan, and they're just sitting here on the plants. Some of them will fly away. I won't get all of them, but I'll do my best to get as many as I can, and you may be able to see some of them flying away. I'm also getting some stink bugs and caterpillars, all kinds of things out here, enjoying my Callaloo before I can get a chance to enjoy them. So we're just doing our best to get some harvest. We know we're going to have to share. There's no way we can keep all the bugs from eating our produce that we're growing, but we're just wanting to minimize the damage. And we can. We're minimizing the damage, giving our plants a chance to grow a little bit. Before they're eaten all up with these pests. And again, I've got to keep swirling this because those little beetles don't give up easily. They're going to keep trying to get out of here. And I have got a lot in this container. And they just can't get out very quickly because they're wet. If they weren't wet, they would just fly away. So, all right, so that's all that I have right here in this spot. Let me come up and show you what it looks like after that little run. Here we are, and you'll see they're coming up the sides of the bucket trying to get out. And I just knock them back in there until I can get them relocated. Can you see that? And there's grasshoppers in there. I don't know what else. Stink bugs are in here. We had a bad infestation of stink bugs. Anyways, this is what we do to keep down our pest damage, and we just have to go back through because some of them will fly away and not land in the bucket. So I'll just come back through and get them when they land again, and that's okay. That's what I'm out here to do, and hopefully we'll be able to harvest our Callaloo soon. There's one other thing I want to do at my Callaloo before I let you go. First of all, I'm going to dump these into the soapy water down here. out of the soapy water. They're stuck there. The next thing I'm going to do is aerate my roots of my callaloo. So I just kind of go around all four sides. We've had some good rain. So I just want to make sure it doesn't get too packy around the plant. Now I'll just go through here and then get the other side later. I just don't want it to be too packy around the plant, and the roots can get plenty of oxygen, because our clay soil, that stuff gets packy easily. It's very mineral rich, but it will get packy. And you can use whatever kind of tool you have to kind of aerate your soil. You just need something that's gonna get some holes in the soil. And there's probably a tool made just for this. This is what I have, so this is what I'm using for now. Maybe eventually I'll get something that works better. But again, this is working, so it's what I'm using to aerate my soil. And it's just two little trellises. They're too small to actually run anything up. So this is what I use it for. I just kind of, instead of keeping them separate, I kind of put them so that they're equally spaced and then work it back and forth. Right up against the plant. Not right up against it, but maybe 4 or 5 inches from the plant. Give some good aeration. Happy vibes. All right, so I'm gonna go around on the other sides and do the same thing. Well, let me get these two up here. Maybe you'll see better. Now you probably can see these little beetles that I'm trying to collect flying, because they are awful, awful, awful. Yep. Anyways, this is Sonia here from Sam and Sonia's Garden. Thank you for joining me as we collect bugs and aerate our soil. Again, come back anytime. We're happy to share with you what we're doing in the garden. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.